All right. What's good, y'all? This is me, Sir Vice Commish, here again for another Gold League video, man. Week 14 was last week. We're going to recap that, but it's playoff time, man. It's time for the playoffs. We got two GMs with bye weeks, and then we got two games that's going to be next week, and it's obviously you lose, you're done. So, but yeah, man, we're gonna do a quick video. It should be a quick video because next week there's only two games, so should be dope. I want to give a shout out to everyone, all the GMs that put their time into this league. Four of us got eliminated. Notice how I said us. I'm fucking eliminated, but it's all good. So yeah, I just want to give a shout out to everyone. But we still got the end season tournament, so keep looking forward to that. But yeah, so we got another surprise guest this week, guys. So let me introduce my boy. He's in the playoffs. He made it. He's representing. Who is he representing? H Town. He's
Baby.
representing H Town. Who is this? My boy Jeff Flores, man. What's good with you,
Sure.
man?
Let's get it, man. I'm excited, bro. Made it to the playoffs. Had a bumpy road after the
Very.
5 streak, but still made it through. So I'm happy, man. Let's compete. Let's get it.
Yeah, no doubt. You for sure had a bumpy road. You started off 5-0, and then after that, you were struggling, but obviously because of injuries, you had Kyron, you had obviously your number one pick, Justin Jefferson. He's been down all year, essentially. It feels like so
Yeah.
for sure. But you made it, and you representing H Town, the lone representative of H Town. I was wishing it was more than me. I was hoping I made it, but starting off 0-4 screwed me. But it is what it is, man. So but yeah, with that being said, guys, so same format as always. We're gonna keep it rocking. Yeah, man, let's get started. Let me share my screen and start looking at these matchups. Let's take a look, y'all. We're gonna do screen. I don't want no fucking. All right, you can see it right on the screen right there. Should have popped up.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see
You
it.
can see
I'm
it.
looking at it
Bet
on my screen too. Yeah.
you got it on your screen too. Bet.
Mhm.
But yeah, let's take a look, y'all. So week 14. This is last week, and why is this up here? Oh no, it's not. Okay. All right, week 14. Yeah, man, this we went over the stipulations last week. So essentially, I needed a win, and I needed either Raj or Mike to lose. Esteban needed to win, and he needed just Mike to lose because everyone else had more points than him. So he just needed Mike to lose, and he needed a win. And then Mike and Dil Raj, all they needed was a win. On the other hand, too, there was GMs fighting for a bye week. We had Shabay and just Neil. Whoever won that game was going to get a bye week, and that was a good matchup. But let's take a look real quick. I'm just going to go down the list. So, like I said, I needed a win, and I could not pull it through, man. Chino didn't put up that many points, 116. Like, it's a decent outing, but my team just did not do good. And as like I said in the last video, man, I was worried about my matchups, and yeah, it showed, man. So let's take a look. Um, I ended up benching Stroud for Goff, and I mean, it was a good choice. Stroud got injured. The Jets are really good defensively. He dropped 3 points, but Goff did not do any better. I should have picked up somebody else from the waiver, but it's whatever. DJ Moore probably steal the draft in my opinion. He's been balling. He's been balling when Fields is his quarterback. So another 26 burger. My running backs finally, both had good games at the same time, 17 and 16. Laporta screwed me. Cooper decent. My kicker and defense, that's abysmal, man. 6 points combined. I always look at these positions and my kicker 0 points. That is not good. I needed some help there. On the other hand, Josh Allen did good for him as QB1 in fantasy, I believe. This was a surprise. Well, a kind of a surprise. He had a good matchup, but 29 from Drake London, his best game of the year. That kind of screwed me. George Kittle, solid outing, but other than that, low scoring for Gino. I was gonna say Geno Smith for Gino. His running backs, he had Pacheco hurt. He picked up Kareem Hunt. All right, so 10 points there, 10 free points there. But yeah, it was a winnable game. But my team didn't show up. Should have went with another option at quarterback. I trusted Goff, but they were asked. So, what are your thoughts on this one, man?
It's tough. You really expect Jared Goff to do more against the Bears. That was a really tough outing by him there. Jamar Chase too, 5 points.
That's bad, yeah.
That's tough, man. Those two guys really screwed you over. DJ Moore did pretty good. Etienne did his thing. Pollard did his thing. Your tight end as well. We're already used to seeing him drop 15 a week. He only drops 4. That's all bad. Your players
Yeah.
really did underperform. Most of them did.
Mhm.
Um, and then Chino just had a great performance by London. Allen did what he had to do. And Chino didn't really have that. Like the best performance was London. That was it. But
Mhm.
even then, it was enough to beat you, which is pretty crazy, man. But
Yeah.
there,
Yeah, it was bad, man. London essentially, Allen gave him his usual projection, and then Kittle had a pretty good game. But other than that, like I said, definitely beatable. But it is
yeah,
what it is. My brother took me out. He eliminated me last week. So yeah, man. It is what it is. But we'll keep moving. We'll keep churning. Let's keep it moving with other matchups. So Chino eliminated me last week. This was a really good one. I'm gonna say this for last because that was a really good one. Shubay, the Civil War, man, that was really good. Let's take a look at Orange Kush with Arnold. Arnold was just playing to play. He ain't got nothing to play for. But Orange Kush, obviously, he had to win to make the playoffs. If he lost and Esteban won, which he did, he would have been out of the playoffs. So Mike had to win this game, and sure enough, he did. I was looking at this matchup, bro. Bro, look at this: 33 and 22 from your special teams. What do you think about that, bro? What
you
the
you
fuck?
can't lose if they do that. You just can't. It's hard to lose. And shit, even then, bro, like
Hmm.
Love did terrible. Devontae Smith 10 points. Montgomery 11 points. He got 0 from his flex, so they really saved him. It could
It's
have been an L.
crazy.
Yeah,
Hmm. And that would have been Esteban in the playoffs. If Mike lost, Esteban would have been in the playoffs right now. But Aubrey 22 and Saints defense 33. Wow. On the other hand, Arnold, like we said, this is probably his best outing of the year or second best outing of the year, 111. No
you're not
shades, it's
gonna get
true.
that lucky all the time, Bucko. Let me tell you that much.
Oh God. So um yeah, just say Flowers had a good game. I think he won scored the not game winning touchdown, but a touchdown to tie it. So in clutch time, solid 20 points. A Chain. This was funny, bro. Of course they both played on Monday night. Saquon and A Chain. A Chain 12 points. Saquon had like 24. So that's a guy he traded for. He wanted boom games from A Chain, and yeah, no boom at all right there. He shares the backfield with Mostert. So like it is what it is. That's still a bad trade in my book, but whatever. He benched Puka and Calvin Ridley. Jones was hurt, so I get that. Puka and Calvin Ridley he benched for Lockett and Romeo Dobbs, which is
Yeah, I don't understand that one, to be honest.
yeah, that was very sus. Yeah. Why do you think he did that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was weird.
Hmm.
I wouldn't sit out. Whatever.
Puka
Yeah, I wouldn't sit out Puka, bro. For Nah, bro.
for Dobbs, like Romeo.
Yeah,
Yeah, on
I
God,
wouldn't do
like
that.
I'm finna invite this boy Arnold into a sit down, like interview type, like
Intervention, but his intervention
intervention type
making
shit,
a
like
big ass
bro.
trade.
Thanks. That's what I'm
Like,
finna
why
do at
didn't
the
you
end
do
of
that trade in week 4, week 5 when you were doing ass? When you knew your team
Facts.
was ass, you should have done it a long time ago.
Yeah, he wasn't
Uh,
even looking for trades. That's the funny thing. Like
yeah.
you do wait until he lost like 10 straight games instead of yeah. Don't get me started. But
Like, bro,
yeah,
the season 30 games long, bro. It's only like, come on, bro.
yeah. Oh
Crazy.
God. So this got to be a record. 13 straight losses, man. Like
I
what the hell?
Let me tell y'all, man. I've been in
Mhm.
some fantasy. I've never seen a team do that bad, bro.
Oh God. Like, and he's gonna say, bad luck. He wasn't trying, but nah, I'm not gonna take that. 13 straight losses.
Hey,
Nah, bro.
bro.
Just bad play. But shit, let's keep it moving. Like I said, I'm gonna have a separate video. Me and Arnold sit down.
Just an
Need
intervention.
any
Gotta have a 60 minute
intervention type
with
vibe? Yeah, intervention
Arnold.
type vibe. Like, what you talking about right now? Yeah. Oh God. So. But yeah, man, let's keep it moving. Another good matchup here is Simmer and Dil Raj. So, like I said, I needed Dil Raj to lose, and he did. So if I would have won, I would have made the playoffs, but obviously I lost. My boy Simmer, shout out to you, man. Thank you for holding it down. Your end of the bargain. You won. I should have been there with you in the playoffs, but it is what it is. This game came down to Monday Night Football, and he barely won, to be honest. Tua had a bad game, and Tyreek Hill had actually, I'm gonna say it, a bad game. 10 points is a bad game for him. That's his floor. So he almost lost this game, but he really wasn't playing for anything because he already had the bye week wrapped up, I believe. Yeah, he did. So he is solely just playing to get me into the playoffs, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that, but I wasn't able to pull through. On the other hand, Hurts 8 points. That's the worst outing of his season this year. Debo keeps balling out 34 points. Pittman 19, Eckler 21. It's gonna be interesting to see how Eckler does without Herbert. So, but yeah, what are your thoughts on this one, man?
Uh, I don't know, man. It's Tua dropping 9 points, Tyreek 10. He still wins. That's crazy, bro.
It
Bro got
is,
it.
yeah.
The thing to look forward to though is like Keenan Allen's hurt. You know, he didn't practice today. Like it's
Oh, he
kind of
is.
weird if he's gonna play or not. Luckily, he has a bye week, so
He
he
does,
hasn't.
yeah.
It makes he's healthy. Ayuk is such a good wide receiver, bro, and having him on the team is like, damn, that's a good pickup. The trade he made with Shabeg to get Rashad White, that's a good
Solid,
pickup
bro.
too.
It's
Yeah,
looking solid, yeah.
and then Cook is having, I don't know, he's on like on a 4 week streak of just going off. It's
Okay.
crazy. And then on the other side, you got Jalen Hurts that usually he doesn't have a bad game like that, but man, it was terrible. But honestly, Debo dropped 34, Pittman almost 20, Eckler 21. He had performances, but man,
Mm-hmm.
Hurts got to put in the numbers too. And then you know, bottom half not scoring over 10 points, that's what kills him.
His flex, his tight end, his RB2, his special teams, yeah. Let me see what he had on the bench. Let's take a look at that.
Oh
I
man,
Hunter Henry, I get it not starting him though because he has Goddard. Oh, maybe you do, but maybe you don't. DK he benched DK Metcalf again, which is you could have turned him up there at flex again. But yeah, not much really. On the other hand, this
bro
dude
said
got
Metcalf had 40 points last week. He ain't gonna go off this week.
yeah, he's I'm gonna bench him, which I mean, and then this guy Simmer, he got options too. So even if what's his name's injured, um, Keenan Allen, he has a flex option where he could put Tyreek up here with Ayuk, and then he has
So,
flex
yeah.
options out the ass. Javante, he benched Derrick Henry. I didn't even see that. This dude got a squad. He benched Derrick Henry.
Hey,
What? Okay. Hey, this dude was talking about I'm done after Herbert got injured. What are you talking about, Simmer? What are you talking about? What the fuck? What are your thoughts on that, man? What are your thoughts on that bench?
he got a squad, bro. He got a squad for
You do a
real.
squad. You
He
do.
really does. Like that's one of the scariest teams in the league right now.
Yeah,
Bro
no
has
doubt.
Philadelphia defense just chilling, bro. He has,
Mhm.
bro. Imagine if this guy had Mark Andrews healthy.
Yeah, no doubt.
I wouldn't even care about the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, I'd be like, man, good. Just give him the
Bro would
trophy,
have
huh?
the best team.
But the good thing about this, man, NFL, anything can happen. So don't get me wrong, he's on a 7 game win streak and his team is balling. But like we said, anything can happen. As we said, Herbert is injured. Is he out for the season? I didn't see the news.
Herbert, yeah. Today they officially announced he's out for
He's
the
out for the
season.
season.
Yep.
So that's going to be interesting to see how Keenan Allen does. And I don't know who the backup quarterback is over there, but
I think
who knows?
I think Eckler is gonna have the better end.
Hmm.
Just like Mixon. You see how Mixon's game elevated as
Yeah.
soon as Burrow got hurt. I think that's what's gonna happen too.
Okay. Yeah, I see that too for sure. They're going to start feeding him the ball. Maybe Joshua Kelly too, the backup running back. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
So, solid win though, Simmer. I failed you though, but it is what it is. We keep it moving. So let's go to Shebay and then we'll do yours. Well, let's do yours since
Come
this
on,
is a
bro. That's
blowout. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do this one since it's a blowout.
terrible.
This
Look at
dude got
that.
blown.
Look at Herbert, bro.
The thing is, you weren't really playing for much. Maybe some seed, like some. You could. I think you could have had a. I'm not sure if you could have. No, I think you're gonna have a chance at a buy if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's essentially just you had already clinched playoffs, so you were chilling. We like we said, Herbert's done for the year, as you said. Jefferson got what was it, second quarter or something, where he got injured?
Nah, it was the first. I think it was the second quarter. He went to the.
Second quarter, yeah. Definitely first half he got injured. Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, solid, like decent. That's solid right there. Mixon did you good again, 21.
Yeah.
Everett, as you stated earlier, this is one of your weak spots, tight end. Evans, this is crazy. I mean, crazy to an extent because Atlanta does have some good DBs out there. But yeah, 1.8 is crazy.
Yeah.
Basically your low scoring totals just because these guys got injured and these are your heavy hitters. So on the other hand, Swag was trying to make the playoffs. He needed to win and lost by Mike. That's all he needed, but Mike won. So at this point, it was for nothing. But he had a good Lamar Jackson finally 32 points again, solid. Nico got injured, so there's that. Moster's looking good, still top 5 running back in fantasy. Evan Ingram, who I gave him for Godwin, which is looking. I should have kept Ingram, but because Godwin's been asked, but 32 there. Cooper Kupp showing out again, 25. But yeah, like we said, he's eliminated from the playoff contention just because Mike won. So, what are your thoughts on this one? How you feeling about going into the playoffs next week after this showing?
Um, it sucks that Herbert's gone because he kind of gave me that security in the quarterback, position that I got a quarterback that can get elite at any time. Um, but then again, I picked up Browning. He looks good right now. He's solid. He's playing really well. I think he's gonna play really well the rest of the way. Um,
24.
and then I left Brees Hall on the bench with 26, bro. Like
Yeah.
I flex Brees, so I'm not too worried about this L. I know I'm gonna bounce back. And then today, positive news about Jefferson. He had a limited practice, so
Oh, that's
it's,
really good.
he avoided a big injury, which is great. Makes me feel good. Um, yeah, man, feel bad for Swag. His team went crazy, bro. He even left a lot of points on the bench.
Hopkins
But
and Joku, yeah.
man, Ingram went off. Cooper Cup finally showed up for him. When you have those performances from your flex and your tight end, it's hard to beat you. But other than that, look, Lamar Jackson, 32.
32, yeah.
That would have been a scary team to face in the playoffs if he would have made
No
it.
doubt, no doubt.
He has a replacement for Collins and Hopkins already. Hopkins is already like he had a team, bro.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Because he had a bad start, and then Najee Harris too. He's like a dent in his good team. That's the only player really. Everybody else is balling out. Houston defense balls out. Pause. But the Jets have a good defense too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no doubt.
it's crazy. I like the fact that Mixon is consistently doing good. That gives me hope.
Hope
And
for the playoffs, yeah.
Adams and Jefferson, and also Evans is not going to have a week like that every week. So I'm not worried
No
about it.
doubt. But yeah, so that being said, you are in the playoffs and you got a game upcoming this upcoming week. So we'll take a look at that right now and what you're thinking on your players. So but yeah, let's keep it moving, guys. But yeah, so I did have a good team, man, but just needed Mike Loss. He was basically depending on Arnold, and Arnold's not dependable, so not dependable in fantasy wise this year. So
Uh,
it was a long shot for sure, but let's take a look at this last matchup, man. This was the matchup of the week, no doubt. Can't remember which one. Just who I had. No, I had Esteban last week. I can't remember which game he picked to be matchup of the week, but this was it for sure. We were all
yeah.
watching it Monday Night Football. So if you want to get it started with this matchup, what you got to
Uh,
say? What's a little recap?
Justin Fields finally did what he was expecting him to do like 4 weeks ago. Um, I'm on Raw. Horrible game. Didn't matter. Olave 12, decent. Gibbs really good. Zeke had a really fantastic game. Kelsey had a decent game. Reed had a great game as a flex. So he figured it out. He did. He studied his players and he picked the right ones. Regardless of Amon Ra having a bad game, it worked out. You know. On the other side, you got Mahomes. He's playing like dog shit. I don't
He
understand.
is.
Waddle's obviously taking second to Tyreek's first.
Yeah.
Uh, Wilson had a decent game, 20 points. McCaffrey had a mid-ass game.
Yeah,
Shabazz, that's that McCaffrey really had a sorry-ass game because McCaffrey drops 20 a week regardless.
in the first
That's
half, bro,
yeah,
he'd be doing that shit against me. Like, fuck.
that's unheard of. And then
hmm
Kamara had an alright game. Barkley went off. Thanks, Arnold.
Thanks,
Barkley,
Arnold.
yeah, Barkley had 23 in the flex spot, bro.
Yeah.
Unbelievable stuff, Arnold. Seriously, but yeah, crazy matchup, really close, and Shabek pulled out the win, and he got the bye week, which is in this league, it's
yeah.
so bye week. It's the best.
And we could see it in the score, man. They were going like they were nervous. Both of them were nervous. They were saying GGs, and Just Neil mentioned he had trouble sleeping trying to figure out if he wanted Mahomes or Dak in, and let's take a look. Dak had 17, so nothing crazy, but I think that could have got
No,
him the dub if my math is right. 1464, 1794. Yeah. So if you were to start a Dak, you would have won. So just Neil, what do you? I don't know how you feel about that, but
I
going
mean,
into the playoffs,
I
let's
understand,
see.
bro. I understand because in the back of your head, you're like, damn, he's gonna face the Philly's defense, and they're pretty solid, you know.
Heck
But
yeah,
Dak is showing out this year, bro.
no doubt, man. He's looking good. I do want to give a shout out to Shabay because these pickups, these are waiver wire pickups, man. Ezekiel Elliott and Reed for the Packers. I was looking at Reed, and I think it was like last week, and I decided not to. But yeah, he picked him up and he plugged him in, and yeah, 27 and 20, bro, from waiver wire pickups. Like, and this is not like weeks ago. This is like recently. I think he picked up Ezekiel Elliott this week and Reed last week, something like that. So shout out to Shabay. He's doing his research. That's what we. And this is what I say with Arnold. I'm gonna bring Arnold back up just because, like, bro, you know, this is just research shit. You know what I'm saying? So Arnold saying he's trying. I don't think you are, bro, because you would have been doing your research and you would have seen Ezekiel Elliott was a good pickup this week. But we'll move forward from that. I'll just give a shout out to Shabay being a good GM, and then just Neil. I mean, it sucks for him. Yeah, he lost. He didn't get a bye week, but he has a chance. He still has a chance. He's in the playoffs. Unfortunately, he has to play this week, but yeah, we'll keep a look at that. So he plays. I believe he plays Bill Raj. Let's take a look at it. Actually, man, let's just keep moving.
Let's take a look at the playoffs.
The playoffs. Playoffs. We Let me take a quick look at the standings and then we'll do the playoffs, man. So this is the final standings of regular season. Simmer shout out number one seed, 10-4, 9-5. After that, dude, this is really competitive all the way down to all the way down to the ninth spot. Just a couple wins separating, you know what I'm saying? So
And then there's 1-13.
which is, bro, this dude was giving out W's to
uh,
everybody else. Like, what the fuck? But 1-13, yeah. 13 straight losses, man. Like I said, this is unheard of. Just Neil going into the playoffs, 3-loss streak, so that's pretty interesting. Simmer,
mhm.
on the other hand, 7-game win streak. Other than that, everyone was 1 or 2. So, but yeah, these are the 6 teams that made it, and let's take a look at the playoffs, y'all. All right, so these are the matchups. These guys, they eliminated, which is I'm here. I'm eliminated. We're not playing this week, so this is what we're looking at right here, guys. Championship bracket, all for 1K prize money, and I believe they're doing the jersey. So jersey prize money, how exciting, man! So Shibay got the bye week, and Simmer being the number one seed got the bye week. So these are our matches right here. What are your thoughts on this, man? What are your thoughts on this bracket?
Very interesting matchups to begin. It's gonna be fun, man. I don't know. It's gonna be competitive. It's gonna come to the wire. I think both matchups are gonna be good.
For sure, man. It just sucks, man. This season went by fast. We got
Yeah,
3
playoffs.
weeks and we're done. Yeah, like fuck. That's just crazy, man.
Yeah.
Um, that's why I'm freaking pissed I got eliminated, but I'll have to be better next year, man. So let's take a we'll save yours for last. Let's do this one first. Let's do Raj and Jasneel. So this is the matchup projections right there, fellas. As we know, projections don't mean shit. Um, yeah, let's take a look. All right. So
Ooh. Man,
you want to start off or you want me to start off?
um, I'll
This is
start it
funny.
off.
You got something in mind? Go ahead, bro.
Man, I'd be a little worried about my wide receivers if I was just and I'm gonna tell you why because you got Miami facing the Jets.
Tough.
Miami just let the Tennessee defense chop them up to win a game, to come back and win a game. It was nuts. And then you got Wilson against Miami. The looks of it is it's gonna be windy. There's gonna be some weather. This may be a
Oh.
very low scoring game, and it's gonna be defensively is gonna be nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got McCaffrey against Arizona. I think he's gonna have a good game. He'll have like a 25, 30 point game. You got Kamara against the Giants. He may have a good game too, but that Giants defense is sneaky sometimes. So
Sneaky good, yeah, no
yeah,
doubt.
and then you got Barkley against New Orleans. You got two running backs that are going against each other to try to score points for your team. one or the other is gonna go off. That's the way I see it, and one of them is gonna shit the bed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's just the way I see it. Then you got Miami against Jersey. When Jersey gets hot, they get down the field, fairly quickly. But um, I think I think it's gonna be tough. I think a couple players on Justin Neal's team are probably gonna let him down. On the other
Underperform,
side,
yeah.
we got Philly versus Seattle. I think Hurts is really good in this game. I think Debo Samuel has a good game. You got Pittman against Pittsburgh. He may have a good game. He may not. I think it's a 50-50. I think Pittsburgh has a solid defense to an extent. And if they get to the speed, like fast, they won't have a chance. He won't have a chance to throw to Pittman at all. Eckler, I think, is going to have a great game. I think both Eckler and Josh Jacobs are going to have really good games against each other.
Mm-hmm.
I like Swift as well. I think he's a good running back as a flex. But I feel like he's going to be a hit or miss too. Seattle's decent. Seattle's pretty good, especially in the prime time. So
Prime time games, yeah.
too, yeah. And then you got his defense has a favorable matchup against Washington, but then again, Washington they put up numbers too sometimes. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a close matchup, and there's going to be a few letdowns on each side. You want me to pick a winner?
If you're ready, yeah. If you're ready, call them out. Or if you want to let it marinate a little bit, let me know.
I think just Neil gets lucky and he wins.
Just like you again.
I think
Okay.
I think McCaffrey pulls him up and
Okay.
press. Yeah,
I
that's all.
get you. It's a tough one, like you said, man. This is gonna be a good one. And what I noticed right now as you were going through, there's a lot of like we're gonna know. Well, yeah, that weather as it popped up, but we're gonna know a lot of outcomes early because you got
Yeah.
Eckler and Jacobs playing on Thursday, and then we got this week. I forgot, man. We got some wacky games. We got some Saturday night games, Saturday afternoon games.
Mm-hmm.
They play Saturday right here on this side. I think just got all Sunday players. Oh, you got one Saturday here. Um, you hit it on the nail. Yeah, Waddle, tough matchup against the Jets. I told him that in the Discord, like, bro, that's crazy right there. Um, Jared Wilson, Miami's gonna be, like you said, they're gonna tighten up. Hopefully, for the most part, they're gonna try to. So this might be, a tough matchup for him as well. He is benching Mahomes, so I don't know if this is just right now, because it is. I'm gonna say it's
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, so it's still early, fellas. So he is benching Mahomes, which is interesting for Dak. And I think, don't get me wrong, I think it's the right choice, but it's just interesting to see. He has Mahomes down here. Other than that, I don't see any other startable players. Maybe Thielen, but as we saw, Atlanta just screwed. They held Mike Evans in check. So Carolina obviously is a worse offense than the one Mike Evans is in. So I see why he's benching him. So just Neil is really gonna struggle at his wide receiver position, as you stated. Um, But on the other hand, he's benching Metcalf again against Philly, which is understandable. But the Cowboys just diced them up, so that might be worth. DK Metcalf might be worth starting, but he's gonna go with Swift instead for now. Um, Honestly, like you said, it's gonna be a close one because I can see Hurts having a big game now. After a bad week, having a big game, and they're on a losing streak, so they're trying to tighten up. They're trying to be better for the playoffs, but.
Yeah.
Uh I think I'm gonna pick just Neil to win too, man. This is gonna be a good one, but I think just Neil will pull it off. He'll be able to overcome, bad weeks from Waddle and perhaps Wilson too. And the way he's gonna overcome it is just by McCaffrey. His running backs essentially McCaffrey, Kamara, and Barkley, and then Hawk. He might have a good game as
Yeah.
well, just to get him to win. So tough one though, but I'm a rock with just Neil to win. He should be moving on, and perhaps if he does win, setting up another Civil War matchup against Bay next week.
Oh,
So that should be interesting to
the
see.
Bake may get his. No, he may get his revenge.
Just Neil may get his
That's
revenge. We never know. That's gonna be good, man. You know how like in the real NFL, like they play. Sometimes they play like that when it's divisional
like,
games. Like they play one
like
week, they take a break off, and then another week. Like
yeah,
that's what we're
like
seeing here.
Cowboys got their revenge on the Eagles. So
Yeah. So
oh,
same shit. That is interesting. And then boom, so we got your matchup, man. How you feeling? Let's take a look. So this is the matchup, the other second playoff matchup. These are the projections. Projections don't mean shit. This is a good matchup too, man. So Obviously, you're hoping Jefferson plays. You got him plugged in right now. Having a limited practice on Tuesday because he still has like 3 more practices, I
Three
think.
more.
So he's looking like he might play. I didn't see his
Yeah.
injury, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You got Browning in there, obviously, since Herbert got hurt. Like, that was weird. Since Herbert got hurt, you got Browning in there. Which he, like you said, he's been balling. He has he plays Minnesota on Saturday, so Minnesota's pretty good defensively. They held the Raiders to 0 points, not even a field goal attempt. That's what pissed me off last week. Like, bro, Carlson, not even a field goal attempt. But so Minnesota had a good week defensively last week, so that's kind of interesting. But anything happen in the NFL, obviously, it's hard to do that twice in a row.
Mm.
Let's see what else we got. On the other hand, same thing with Mike. He's been struggling at quarterback. He's going with Purdy, which he's in MVP conversation, so I see it. CD against Buffalo should be a good game in general. That's a really good game, actually. Can't wait to watch that. So I think the outcome of this game is going to come down to CD because he's been having a lot of boom games. So these past weeks, I think, well, last week he had like 16, which is below what he was doing. But some other
Mm.
weeks he'd be dropping 30, 32, 28. So if he gets held to below 20, I think you have a good shot at winning for sure, especially since, Kyron Williams, Brees, your running backs are really good. I really like your running backs. Um, I'm gonna pick you to win, bro. I'm gonna pick you to win. I like San Francisco too. Defense. They have a good matchup against Arizona. Um, Butker against New England. I think that's a good. You should have a good outing as well. I'm gonna pick you to win, and I think you're gonna represent H Town, and you're gonna move on, bro. So, but yeah, it should be a good game. I have a question though. So right now, as of now, well, I don't know if you. Well, I'm gonna drop this. Well, I don't know if you want to reveal your strategy, but you got Mixon bench right now. It's a tough choice. So I guess you're deciding between him and Evans, or maybe Brees Hall. What are your thoughts on that?
It's tough. It's tough. I think Brees Hall too is tough because the weather's gonna be bad. I just
Hmm.
feel like he might not have an explosive game that game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I might have to plug Will Mixon in, and have that 2-man combo on Saturday with
Mixon and Browning, yeah.
yeah. Um, those little check down passes to Mixon, he can score touchdowns like that too. So it
That would
benefits.
be nice.
Um, I feel good, man. I think that's the only decision I have to really get down to is the flex.
Okay.
Um, but I feel good about where I'm at right now. I feel good about Jefferson playing this week. Adams having a good game on Thursday night football. I got Kyron Williams against Washington. He might have a 40-point game against these fools. Um, I got Mike Evans against Green Bay or Mixon, or take Brees Hall out, leave Mike Evans in, and bring Mixon in. So it's like
So you still haven't decided. You still haven't fully decided, I assume, right? You're
having
still
fully
waiting.
flex.
Okay. Okay.
Regardless, I'm taking myself to win. I
Okay.
think look at this. Look at this matchup he has running backs. Montgomery is facing the Denver Broncos. The
Could be
Broncos have
good.
been exceptional lately, so it's going to
Okay.
be hard for him to go off. You got Robin. That's the only one that I'm worried about. Robinson against Carolina, but then again,
Bijan, yeah.
you never know, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a rainy day, so you never know. Then he has Sutton as his flex. Detroit has decent defense, so he may not even do anything. To be honest,
Okay.
his defense may have another good week, and then Purdy against Arizona, of course. Those are the two guys I'm worried about. CeeDee Lamb, of course. Devontae Smith, somebody that can be hit or miss. He can
Yeah.
drop 3 tomorrow. He can drop 10 the next game. So
Yeah.
um, I still like myself. I like my matchups. I like where I stand, and I like the fact that I have choices, and my choices are good. So
I agree, man. Like you said, you got Lance Thomas too back from what's it called, bye week. So you're gonna go with him at tight end. Um, it's a lot of good matches out here, man. Honestly, I can't wait. Even though I wish I were in the playoffs, I can't wait to watch these games. They're gonna be good games, um, but yeah, man, these matchups are crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna pick you, and you're picking yourself as well. So
yeah,
I will say this: Aubrey, I don't think drops another 20 piece. So and then the Saints, they might have a decent week too against the Giants, but the Giants just showed out against Green Bay. So what's it called? So
yeah.
yeah,
That's
it's gonna be interesting to
Bay.
see.
Green Bay is decent. They're not bad, but they've been
They're
amazing.
not, and they got diced up, and
Yeah,
no one thought about it. Yeah, so this will be interesting. I like both of y'all special teams looks good, so I can't wait, man. This is gonna be a good game.
yeah. I think
But yeah,
yeah, it's gonna be a good matchup.
for sure. So you picking yourself, I'm picking you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's only 2 games this week, fellas. Let me take us back to the league. As we said, there's only 2 games this week, obviously. Bye weeks and then eliminated players, GM. So only 2 weeks, man. Only 2 games, my bad. So really good. I think that's gonna do it, to be honest. We wrapped everything up. We talked about everything we needed to talk about. So any let me end this the share. Let me stop presenting. Cool. Yeah, any thoughts you got? Anything you want to say to the GMs?
I want to wish everybody good luck that's in the playoffs. If you're not, it's tough. There's always next year. There's always.
Yeah.
I just want to know that I drafted at the movies. All right, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So there's no excuses. There's no excuses. You know who you got to pick, and you know who you got to go with.
No
Everybody made their choices. You die with what you pick. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have picked Christian McCaffrey first, but I didn't know he was gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know Jefferson was gonna get hurt and stuff. So it happens, bro.
doubt.
It happens to everybody. But I wish everybody good luck in the playoffs. I mean it. But if you face me, I wish you the worst luck. I'm hoping to win this hole because I'm in the Bronze League as well. I'm first place in Bronze League. I have a bye week this week with Shabeg. So if I make it to the final in both leagues and win both, I'm gonna be the first double champ in the league ever.
That would be interesting. Yeah. That would be dope. Oh, that is crazy. You are in the Bronx too. Yo, that double champ, that would be crazy. 2 belts, can you imagine? Holy shit. That would be dope. But nah, man, I think that's gonna do it. Jeff summed it up pretty well. Good luck to all the GMs out there, GMs that are playing. There's only 4 GMs playing this week, so good luck to y'all. Good luck to everyone just watching the games, man. It's gonna be really good slate. We got Thursday night football games, we got Saturday night games, Saturday all day games actually, and then Sunday obviously we got some games. Then we got a good one Monday night, so should be a good week of football, man. But yeah, fellas, that's gonna do it. Hope y'all doing good. Hope all is well. Keep messaging in the Discord, hyping it up, and that's gonna do it. All right, y'all.